Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jay and I'm going to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles 2021 season preview, what they did in the off season, what the team looks like this year. Excuse me. And my season preview of the team, what their record could be this year. Well, let's talk about last year. Last year was a bad year for him, and they fired head coach Doug Pearson, and Carson Wentz was traded to the Indianapolis Colts. So this year they rely on Jalen Hurts, and they hire former offensive coordinator Nick Sirianni to lead this young group of squad. They got youth. So let's talk about the subtractions they lost this last offseason. Carson Wentz is gone. Jalen Mills is gone. Malik Jackson is gone. Deshaun Jackson is gone. Alshon Jeffrey is gone. Jason Peters, Nicky Cole, Robbie Cole, Nathan Gary, Vinny Curry, and Cameron Johnson. They re-signed Alex Singleton, Boston Scott, Greg Ward, Hassan Ridgeway, and Adrian Killins. Now, the offseason, they made some moves. They brought in Ryan Kerrigan, who's a pass rusher and a linebacker. They brought in Anthony Harris, a safety. They brought Steven Neeson, former Steeler. They also signed Eric Wilson. That helped the linebacking core. Joshua Scott, Andrew Adams, Nate Meadows, backup quarterback Joe Flacco, and Nick Mullins. I don't know if he's still on the team because the Eagles did make a trade to get another quarterback. They traded a sixth-round draft pick to the Jaguars for Gardner Minshew, who has played some games in the NFL experience, who's most likely to be the number 3 quarterback under Joe Flacco and Jalen Hurts. Now, Jalen Hurts is the new number 1 target. They drafted a wide receiver this year in the draft. They got Devontae Smith, a former college teammate of Jalen Hurts, so there's going to be some chemistry there. So that will help this team in the offense with this new group of young guys with a veteran tight ends with Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert and Richard Rodgers. So Zach Ertz, it was a big surprise to me that he still remained on the Eagles roster while the rumors were flying around that he was going to get traded. This basically is his last year, and with Philadelphia, he doesn't sign a new contract, but with the salary cap as it is, it's very tough to do. So, as expected, if you look at the depth chart going by my cousin's right countryman, Big Country Scouting, which I will apologize right now. I didn't know he left NFL Bible, that's partnered with Sports Illustrated. So, look at the offense core in the depth chart. They have Jordan Matella as left tackle, that's what I expected. I can't pronounce it. Samuel at left guard with Dickerson drafted Andre Doby left backup or left tackle. Lane Dickerson, if I'm not mistaken, the left guard backup. Landon Dickerson backup. Then you have Jason Kells, who hasn't been hurt. Then you have Brandon Brooks coming back from injury, so is Lane Johnson. Then you have Zach Ertz, Dallas Scott. You have Jalen Hurts as the quarterback, leading the team with Miles Sanders in the backfield with number 1 receiver Devontae Smith, number 2 Jalen Reagor, who's going to have to step up from his rookie year and prove that he's a good first-round pick for him. From last year, didn't do much, and it says hopefully Zach Ertz can have a bounce back here from last year. Greg Ward's a slot. Quez Watkins, I see him in preseason, looks pretty good. He's a speedster. And Travis Fulgham, who was a surprising free agent last year, who caught a lot of passes as well. So it's going to be interesting. Now we go to the defensive side. You have Derek Barnett, nothing to change up front. Derek Barnett, Josh Sweat. Josh Sweat could be an up-and-coming pass rusher. I think Derek Barnett might hit free agency next year, with Sweat being ready to go. You have Jared Hargrove, Fletcher Cox. It's always Brandon Graham and Ryan Kerrigan. And you have Darius Slay, and Steve Nelson in the secondary. You have Sean Bradley, T. Edwards, and Eric Wilson, which I'm surprised Edwards is getting the stud because Alex Singleton is everywhere on the field. He can make tackles, so he can be a run stopper. Future, never know. And then you have Running Cloud, the veteran safety, and Harris back there as well. So, yeah, the real thing with the Eagles, with a young with a young quarterback and young staff, they need to protect him more. This year, they need to run the ball more, in my opinion. And the receivers have to step up and get open. Because last year, they didn't get open as much as they did before in past. So this new squad, this younger squad, needs to get open. Now let's go look at the schedule here. And it's going to be rough because you got Atlanta, the first game, which I will tell you it's going to be one that's going to be rough. I think Atlanta will win that game. Then you have San Francisco. I think with Jimmy Garoppolo coming back in that defense and that being team be healthy, I think San Francisco will beat Philadelphia. Then you have the Dallas Cowboys against Philadelphia. I think Dallas will win that game. Then you have Kansas City. That's just going to be another rough one with Patrick Mahomes. I think they'll lose to the Chiefs. I think the Eagles will pick up their first win against the Carolina Panthers. Then they go to Tampa. Then they play the Buccaneers, and I don't think they can stop Brady. I think they'll lose to the Buccaneers. Oakland will be an interesting. I think they might pull up an upset against Oakland, and I think they'll beat the Lions too. So those 2 wins right there will be 3 wins under their belt. I don't think they'll beat the Chargers with Justin Herbert. Denver with Teddy Bridgewater. I'd say they'll beat Denver. Get 4 wins. I don't think they'll beat the Saints. The Giants, I can see them winning a game against the Giants, make them 5. The Jets will be. The Jets were come up team. I think they'll beat the Jets, make it 6. The question with Washington though is can they get points in the defense, and what you're going to expect from how this team plays with Ryan Fitzpatrick? Is he going to be Fitz magic, or is he going to be Fitz interception? So I don't know. I think they'll split. We'll see when they split. And the Giants, they will most likely be the Giants. They'll split then, and the last game will be Dallas. And I think the Dallas will sweep the Eagles. So, yeah, that's how the schedule looks. I don't think they'll make playoffs. Can the team stay healthy? That's the question. Can they have a balanced attack? Give Miles Sanders the ball. I mean, yeah, the defense is it's pretty solid, but can this offense score points? Beat Miles Sanders the ball because receivers get open. The real pressure on Jalen Hurts because he's taken over from Carson Wentz, who they dealt with. They do have 3 number 1 draft picks for next year, so they need to hit on those draft picks. Who are they going to get? I don't know, but it will be surprising. If I was them, I'd look at a linebacker, maybe someone like that. Maybe a safety, or one of those. Maybe a safety, maybe a corner, maybe an offensive line, maybe a receiver. Add the youth to it, because it's gonna be interesting. Can Jalen Hurts perform? We've seen what he did in college. He was successful in college and stuff like that, but he needs to work on his accuracy. That's the thing. He needs to work on his accuracy. You do have experience with Joe Flacco. He's a Super Bowl champion. He was one with the Baltimore Ravens. He has success. He has experience. And you brought in Gardner Minshew as a 3rd string. So it's going to be interesting to see, because if you look at the Philadelphia Eagles' history, ever since Donovan McNabb retired, they've been going through lots of quarterbacks. So they still looking for the franchise guy. It was supposed to be Kevin Kolb, then it went to Michael Vick, then it went to Nick Foles, then it went to Sam Bradford, then it went to Carson Wentz, then Nick Foles, then it was Carson's again, then it was back to Nick Foles for a little bit, back to Carson, now it's Jalen Hurts. Yeah, it's been a carousel of quarterbacks. Ever since Don McNabb left, they have been going through quarterbacks. They needed to find the franchise quarterback. Everybody thought Carson Wentz was the guy until he got hurt. Then last year, he had a bad season. I thought with the hire of Nick Sirianni, I thought he would get another chance to basically redeem himself, but the Eagles trade him for basically a bag of chips. So it's going to be interesting to see. I don't think the Philadelphia Eagles will make playoffs, but they could surprise me. But I don't know for sure. But with the schedule, it's going to be rough. It's going to be very, very rough, but we will have to wait and see. I mean, we don't know how Andrew's going to play. Is Jalen Hurts going to be doing well, or is he going to get banned for Joe Flacco, or they're going to bring in Gardner Minshew to take over this young offense? I don't know. But overall, it looks like they're going to be healthy. They need to stay healthy, and they have to feed Miles Sanders the ball. He can break tackles. He can take it to the house. We've seen it before. Give him the ball more. Give him at least 25 attempts a game. You got a team that, if they can run the ball, take the pressure off Jalen Hurts, they might win some games. That's what I think. You can't be relying on the pass too much. You got to get the running game going. If you take the pressure off the quarterback and let him, say, throw about 35 times, give him run the ball more. Run the ball more. At least 30 attempts. At least get 20 attempts on Miles Sanders and your backups. So, and that defense has to step up, get pressure to the quarterback, and the receivers and the corners need to cover the receivers, and the linebackers need to make plays as well if they're going to be successful. Could this team make a playoffs? Possibility, but everything has to go right for it. But looking at on the schedule, on the roster they have, it don't look like they're going to make playoffs. But the bright side is for next year, they do have 3 first-round draft picks, but they must hit on them on each draft pick. So it's going to be interesting to see how this team is going to do. But looking forward to it. As always, that's about it. That's my preview of the Philadelphia Eagles 2021 season. Getting close. September 12th is week 1. They play the Atlanta Falcons. So looking forward to it. Anyway, I would appreciate it if you hit the like button. And also, please comment. And also, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I thank all my subscribers for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, and viewing. Without you, I won't be doing these. So, thank you, everybody. Hope you have a safe and wonderful Monday. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Stay safe. Stay humble. And be a blessing.